Stables. Can you hear me?
Ooh, I can't hear. We can just talk over here.
Well, no, I want to plant. I want to farm.
Okay. Farming them.
Yeah, yeah. I saw an advertisement that doctors are buying sugar for $2 a piece.
Do you know how much sugar we have?
Do we? Do we have a lot of sugar?
292.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
I wasn't the one doing
Oh
the
wait,
farm.
should we tell Jolene where we're going?
Well, it's perhaps a good idea. Howdy there. How you doing?
I has a question really quick.
Yeah.
Sure.
Did you know if there's no doctors around and I has to go to a local doctor, do I lose everything?
No. Not as of right now. You don't know. I don't know if it will change later, but no. If you have to take a local, then you don't lose everything. No.
Oh, okay, senor. Thank you.
You
so
won't.
much.
Yeah.
You won't.
Yeah. Adios.
Adios.
Now, who was that?
Who knows?
I thought you was asking for the doctor first.
Well, yeah, I just came back from St. Denis because I also seen another gentleman. He posted something on the pin boards and everything roughly around like 1 o'clock this afternoon, saying he had an overabundance of ore and everything. So I sent him a telegram and waiting to see if he gets back to me on that one.
Oh, that sounds perfect. I'll be dipping out for this conversation a little bit. Need to send off a telegram.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, Jolene.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the stable and farm a bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I bought I bought sugar cane seeds, and I didn't even realize we had a whole bunch. So I bought them, so I'm planting them.
Wait,
You little dumb
who's that?
Charlie.
Is that the same fella?
Little dumb.
No, that's not the same fella. Well, that's where we'll be, Jolene.
Okay, I'm coming to y'all in a minute.
In a minute.
So yesterday, I assume it was. I think it was after you went to bed.
Probably.
Sammy shows up and decides to cause a whole bunch of trouble, acting a fool.
Hey.
He goes around. Me and Cass were joking around. Cass shoved me. This is how it started. Okay, how it started. Sammy was on the roof. Loki told him to get down, and I was joking. I said, "The roof is my spot. Get out of it." And then Cass said, "Who said it was your spot?" And I said, "Oh, I did just now." And then Cass shoved me, just, joking around.
Sure.
And then after I get up, Sammy shoves me. And to me, Sammy does not know me well enough to joke around with that like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not close like that. So, he shoves me. I try to, shove him back or lasso him. He runs away. I turn around, I give up. He runs up and shoves me again. And I believe that happened one more time, I think. He shoved me 3 times, I think. And after the 3rd time, I said, "Ooh, the frick. Abby?"
Somebody. That's probably Colt. Is that you, Colt?
No,
Never
that's
mind.
Clayton.
That's Clyde. How you doing, Clyde?
Nope, that's not Clyde. That's Clayton.
Clayton. God damn, I get these fucking names mixed up. I'm sorry there, Clayton.
It's Clayton. Your name is Clayton, right? What? You are muffled as ever. Get your hand out from in front of your mouth. I can't understand you.
How about now?
There we go. And he speaks.
Yeah. No, the other feller, his name is Colton, I think. Or Colt. I can't remember.
I call him Colt.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh,
You're
I'm so
Clyde,
sorry.
right?
I'm so sorry.
Damn.
I'm so sorry. Let me rake up that blood for you. Hold on.
You're Clyde, right?
No, he's Clayton.
Clayton.
Clayton? You kidding?
I told
Somebody,
you that.
Don't you have a friend there
Literally
called
just
Clyde?
said it.
No, I don't have a Clyde.
Who the fuck is Clyde then? I've been talking to Clyde.
I have no idea.
Ah. So it's C.
right?
Well, yeah, sorry. Anyways, Brayden, so after the third time he shoves me, I'll tell him, I'll promise you, if you shove me again, I'm going to shoot you. And so he gets up in my face, you know, and I hit him in the back of the head with my revolver. And I said, do you understand me? And he wanted to be a smart mouth and say no. So I hit him again and knocked him out.
Okay, fair.
And so after that, I guess, he started causing more problems with Namus and everything like that. He's going around telling people he's security. And after that whole ordeal, he's not going to be security anymore. But he's still telling people he was. And so Namus told him not to tell people that he's security because he's not. And after Namus said that, he runs up and shoves Namus. That's my fault. After that, he runs up and shoves Namus. And there was a whole ordeal. There was a shootout after that, and I guess he shot somebody at the train station, and it was just a whole ordeal. So basically, I don't know where he's at now. So, but it's looking like he's not welcome. At least we can ban him from the saloon, but we can't necessarily ban him from Van Horn. But in my eyes, he's banned from Van Horn. And I need to fill my water can. Fair warning, there's a snake. I'm gonna shoot it. If I can find it. Oh my god. Really? I'm about to stop dual wielding, to be honest. Holy crap.
Did I tell you about my... Oh, yeah, I did. Never mind.
Give me 1 second.
But, you know, nobody's gonna... Fuck.
Sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
Nobody's gonna stop us banning somebody from Van Horn. Even the Chief Justice sees it that way, that we have a committee already established and well respected, so... Nobody can actually stop us from permanently banning somebody from Van Horn, except law.
Did you talk to Cass about that meeting with Huckabee?
No. Oh, wait, I did.
I was gonna say, you probably need to do that. I gotta fill up my watering can. I got distracted by a snake.
You can do it here.
You're right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I am right.
Alright, don't get a big head. It's already big enough.
True that. But no, as said, if somebody don't want to, if we don't want somebody to be around Van Horn, we can ban them.
Yeah.
While the law might see it different, we might just tell them, you know, we have a committee set here. He started shit with us. We would happily accept you escorting him out of town.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I had a conversation with him the day before about not acting a fool in Van Horn because he gives us all a bad name. And there he is, just acting a fool, running around all over the place, coming into town with his gun out like an idiot. Captain almost shot him because he rode in with his gun out.
Right.
But, you know, it's just acting a fool.
No, you're right. I talked to Cass yesterday that he can't be in the security there as well.
Yeah.
And he actually got pissed off at him when we were in Valentine. I thought he was pissed at me for some odd reason.
Got mad at Sammy?
Yeah, he got real pissy with Sammy.
Wow. Yeah.
I thought he got pissy with me, so I was like, oh, here we fucking go again. Probably shoved him or told him something not so nice, and he got upset. No, it
I
wasn't
hear
it.
another snake. What'd he
Put
do?
under. He basically did the same thing he did to you, shove him around.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. Basically same thing. But yeah, he was acting a fool with Cass too.
I hear another snake.
Threw me
Oh.
to the ground once, and I told them, see what happens if you do that again.
I swear we're nice people, Clayton. Just don't make us mad.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I
don't.
understand.
Yeah, don't make me mad. Especially, I will not hesitate to put you on the ground.
That's no way to talk to him. He's been all good there, Charlie.
I know. I'm just warning them ahead of time.
Uh-huh.
It takes a good amount to actually make me mad, though.
Yeah,
I'm
Sure
not
does.
here to ruffle any feathers.
been trying for
Wanna
fucking ages
trade.
now.
What? Who?
We're just
Yeah, we
joking
were
around.
talking about that Sammy fella and Van Horn and how I pistol whipped him last night.
Charlie.
No, he deserved it.
Yeah,
He was running around acting a fool. He
Oh.
was climbing on the roofs, running around shoving me. So basically, he shoved me 3 times, and
Right.
after the 3rd time, well, he shoved me 3 times. Each time he shoved me, I walked towards him to do, like, because, you shove me, I'm gonna shove you back. That's just how it goes. But
Right.
he would run away every time. So at that point, it was just annoying. And so
Seems
he would
strange.
wait until I would stop following him because I ain't going to chase the fool around. So I would stop following him, turn around, and he would come up and shove me in the back. So after the 3rd time he did that, I told him, I was like, if you shove me again, I'm going to shoot you. And he walked up in my face, and so I hit him with my revolver, and I said, do you understand? And he said, no. So I'm like, okay. And so I knocked him out.
Charlie, I
Lord.
can't find your snake.
I don't know. You hear it too, right?
Ow.
No, I don't hear it.
Brayden.
You don't hear it?
We're standing too
Oh my
close to me.
God,
I
it's
gave you
somewhere
the
over here.
opportunity to walk away, and you deserved it.
Oh, I hear it. It's over here. Clayton.
I heard a snake, and Clint
It's
wouldn't
over
hear
here.
it.
It's over here. I promise you. It's over here. You hear it? You hear it? It's right there.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
Well, it's there. Go look.
What's that?
That's Clayton. He's a good guy.
Oh,
Me and Braden and I helped him and his friend Clint Westwood when they first came to the county.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Gave them
Just
horses
wanna-
and stuff. He's just kind of hung around. Give me a
So,
second. I gotta. Sorry,
he
go
and a
ahead.
friend of Colt's?
I'm not sure who this Colt fella is. He might be. I'm not
Well,
sure.
apparently he's saying Brayden and him, they're quite, acquaintances.
Oh, well, I don't
Who,
know.
Clayton? Me?
I don't know if I've ever
No.
met Colt, so I couldn't tell you.
Colt.
Colt and me are good. He's a
Yeah.
really great guy.
Yeah, I just don't know who that is. I've never met him. But give me a second. I gotta think about
No,
something.
me and Colt were going for a ride, just talking and all that. He's a great guy. Don't you think so, Clayton? Colt's a great guy, right?
Yeah, he's not too
I'm gonna go
bad.
grab my food real quick,
Yeah.
guys.
He made for good conversation last time I took a ride with him.
Yeah, he's a little spastic at times. He can't farm for more than 5 minutes. He's got to go do something else.
I get it. Honestly, do.
Yeah,
I don't really have the patience for it either, but I do it anyways.
Yeah, I'll sit here for like an hour and he'll be just running around, just being scatterbrained.
Yeah. Sure sounds like what I do.
Sounds
Wanna
like he
stable?
doesn't have a lot of patience.
Me? I have
No,
a lot of
him.
patience.
Him.
I'm very patient with you, Jolene.
Asshole.
Out. You're a handful, though.
Shut the fuck up! I'm not. You are. Though.
Yeah, I sure am.
It's good that you fucking admit it. 'Cause holy shit.
It's better having a full glass than a half full one.
You saying I'm a half full glass?
I never would say such a thing, but now that you're saying it, you know, it kind of. No, I'll shut the fuck up. You're not.
Damn.
This is my family here. They're not related by blood. They're just common assholes, you know. Which ones are mine?
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy, fella.
Oh, I'm looking for Charlie.
Charlie, that'd be him right there.
Oh,
Right
thinking?
there.
Oh, okay. Goddamn. I'm interested in, if you guys were hiring for the security service or whatever.
I don't know about that. You got either talk to Brayden over there. I think he's over there somewhere.
Oh, is he the one that runs it?
No.
Yeah, okay. I'll just chill over here.
Hey there, fella. Did you need help with anything? Okay, well, he's standing right over there, and he'll be back in a second there, so. Okay. What was your name again? Curtis? I promise you right now, I'm not going to recall that. I'm real bad with names. You see, Curtis? Yeah. I'm the... I'm Braden.
Yeah, he was just calling me something else.
Yeah, well, I'm one of the
I
chairmen.
forgot what he
We're
was
multiple
calling
here,
me.
so. Wait. Yeah. So what's that buckle for? You
at
part
least
of
he called me,
sort of
so that's a
associations or
plus.
such?
It started with the C, so he was close. No, it was Clayton. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, that's my partner. Hey, we got something. Yeah.
You know, Clayton's been around here farming for Rosie and so on. They actually came into county, and I was one of the first people who helped them out.
Who the hell was that?
I don't know. He came from the train tracks and saw there was, like, I guess, plenty of us and ran off.
His name was Curtis. He was looking to talk to Charlie.
No, not him. Some guy that just walked and took off right into Van Horn. He went that way.
Okay, well, let me run after him.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Sure, Brandon. You can borrow my horse.
Wait, was that your horse?
That was my horse.
What the hell?
That's pretty funny.
Well, I got mail. You want me to retrieve it for you?
We'll see if he brings it back.
He's quite forgetful. So we'll see if I'm coming home with it.
Okay. Hey, Charlie.
Yeah.
That fella right there playing the guitar is looking for you.
Okay. Howdy, fella. How'd you looking for me?
Oh, yes. Hello, my name is Curtis Black. Let me stand up. That's a little rude. Oh, hello. My name is Curtis Black. You're Charlie, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I was just interested. I was wondering if you guys were hiring for the security business you guys got going on in Van Horn.
Yeah, we're hiring some people. I'm looking for
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, I heard you guys are being a little bit more strict about it now, Miss Ed.
Yeah, we were very careful. We want very responsible people with the job.
Yeah. Well, like, how can what's like the best route for me to go, to get it hard for you guys?
Well, first you probably want to pull out your gun so you drop that guitar.
Oh, see
Yeah,
you,
there
sir?
we go. Yep.
Perfect.
All right. Do you not have a sidearm?
I do, but it's in my horse.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So, I mean, I can just ask you a couple questions here. I'm going to make them off the top of my head because I haven't wrote them down yet.
Okay.
So, what do you think as security, our biggest priority should be? Say, if someone comes in and
Oh shit!
starts
Stop,
causing
stop,
a
stop,
ruckus.
Stop! Couldn't stop.
Well,
yeah,
I would
okay.
assume it would be to, try to de-escalate any,
that
sort of
was my horse,
situation.
you're right.
And, try to,
All
like,
of you.
not get them riled up, of course. You don't want to escalate anything.
Yeah, here on. Let's go over to the porch so we can actually, yeah. So they don't have to whisper and everything. Who the frick is this? I don't know who that is. Yeah, I do actually. I think that's Clint. So, yes, yeah. Our main job, our first goal should be to de-escalate.
Yes.
We don't want to open fire without needing to. But we gotta find the fine line, however, of de-escalating a situation while not giving up any ground, if that makes sense.
Yes.
You can stand over
Like,
here
you
so I can
wanna-
actually see you.
Oh, can
Yeah,
you see me?
sorry. No, well, it was just there's
Little
no light
dark,
over
it's a
there.
little dark. Yeah.
So you want to make sure you're firm with it, but also you don't want to. I would say show respect until it's not given in return.
Right.
Be respectful with it. If someone's messing with the locals, our biggest issue is people just goofing off and messing with the locals, causing a big shootout.
Right.
Which you'll find out if you start working in Van Horn, that shootouts tend to lead to headaches.
Oh yes, yes. I've definitely had seen that some yesterday.
Yeah.
And that whole the bottle with Sam and Thomas. That was a little weird.
Oh yeah, were you there when I knocked Sam out?
Oh no, I didn't knock Sam out.
No, so were you there when I did?
Oh no, I didn't see anything. Actually, everything was going by so quickly. Like 1 second
Yeah.
Sam was running, next second stuff was shooting.
Yeah.
Then everybody started shooting. Kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah, so sorry, I got distracted there. Is that Clint?
Sorry?
Is that Clint? Who was that?
That's how.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. Howdy, how you're wearing something different.
Yeah, different coat and stuff.
Yeah, apologize.
He changed.
It's okay.
Yeah. Changed out those those clothes were starting to smell. I didn't want to tell you though.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. I gotta have a
Nice to see
conversation with this. Yeah, nice to see you. I'll be over there in a bit.
Alright.
So let me give you a scenario. Let's
What?
see. I'm thinking. I said let me give you a scenario. Let me think of something real quick. What's something that's actually happened? Say somebody who appears to be a posse or a gang comes into town. Not necessarily causing any issues, but they come into town, they make themselves known that they're there. What would you do? What would be your instincts to do?
Oh, like you said, if they're just like making themselves known, not really causing any problems, then I feel like it's not necessary to cause any problems. But I'll probably also let myself be known that I'm security. you know, if they try anything out of the ordinary, I would definitely step in and do something about it.
And that is a good point. You always want to new people, you always want to introduce yourself with your job title too. You don't have to be a big shot about it. Just like, hey, what's your name again? Sorry,
Curtis.
Curtis Black, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And just be like, howdy, my name's Curtis Black. I am part of the security, the part of the Van Horn security. Nice to meet you. And all that kind of stuff. Is there anything I can help you with? That kind of thing.
All right.
So, sorry, I lost my train of thought. There's just a lot of people moving around.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me personally, if we had a group of 3 people wearing all green that came in the other day. They didn't make any trouble or seem like there was any ill intentions, but they still were a group of like a posse or a gang, so my first intuition was, leave them be, let them have a good time, but keep an eye on them.
Yeah, because they could cause trouble.
Yeah, and if they cause trouble, it's not just one person, that's 3, maybe more.
That's 3.
The thing is the thing you gotta remember is that Van Horn is our turf. That's our playing ground. So anybody that comes in has the potential to be a threat, unless they're a member of the Van Horn community. Me myself, I'm one of the chairmen of Van Horn, so I take it upon myself to introduce myself to people. I see if anybody needs anything. I make my presence known, but I always keep in mind that whoever's in there, if they're not one of us, they could cause trouble. So I always keep an eye on them until I feel like I don't need to anymore. So. The main thing is, you always want to be one step ahead. You always want to be expecting something to happen, because if you're not, that's when you get shot up. It's when you get
Caught off guard.
It's when you get outmaneuvered. You never want to be outmaneuvered.
Right.
So if I know that if a gang comes in, no matter the numbers, I'm going to expect them. I'm going to expect that there's a possibility that they're going to start some stuff. They're going to start some issues. If a group of people ride up to the general store, for instance, I'm going to assume they're probably going to try to rob that general store. So I'm going to watch them and see how they act. We've stopped people robbing the general store before because we caught them before they actually started, and found out that they were actually wanted for a string of robberies.
No, really.
Yeah, and a lot of times with these robbers is that if you catch them before they do it and you keep them talking a little bit, they'll back off. They'll realize that they've wasted too much time now, and they'll back off. Because nobody who's robbing something wants people to know that they're robbing something. So if you catch on and then you bring it up to them, they'll back off more than likely. Never do it alone if you can help it. But that's another thing. If we're not law, but we've gotten permission from law to de-escalate robberies. We have a general store in Van Horn that's constantly robbed. And so in my book, our main priority, I personally don't care if they get away with the money or whatever. I could care less. Or I could not care less, actually, is a better term for it. But if they have a hostage in there, I just want to make sure that they leave the hostage be.
Alright, because that's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah. If you harming somebody, and then that's when it's an issue. But I'm not going to do anything to act like I'm going to bring them any harm. As long as they don't touch the hostage or don't bring any harm to the hostage, I'm not going to bring any harm to them. I don't care what they leave with. I don't care if they leave with $1,000. It does not matter to me. They could get on their horse and get on up out of here, and I won't make any attempt to go chase after them. All I want is that hostage. That's all I want.
The hostage should be safe.
Yeah. And it's not my job to arrest people. So, if they want to rob the place, I prefer they didn't, because I don't want...
Say that,
because I don't want a whole bunch of law showing up and feeling like they have to be in Van Horn all the time. And yeah. So, if they're robbing the store, I don't really care, to be honest. I want to stop them from doing it, but they've already started. I don't care. I just want them not to hurt anybody. So, if part of that negotiation is like, listen, I ain't going to chase you, I ain't going to do nothing as long as you leave that hostage alone, then that's going to be your main priority. If you think someone's in there robbing the place, though, don't go storming in, please, for the love of God. Don't go storming in that place. Speak from the outside. Make sure they know that I wouldn't have a gun drawn. I may, well, see, Van Horn is kind of a risk because the locals don't like it when you have your gun drawn. So if you're outside the door and you have your gun drawn, there's a chance of a shootout. So I honestly would just keep it holstered.
Shoot you anyway.
Yeah, I would honestly just keep it holstered.
Yeah, I might as well just keep it holstered.
Yeah. Let's see. Is there any... Thing is with Van Horn right now is we're getting the place up off the ground. It was... Before we moved into Van Horn, it was just a playground for anybody to come in, rob, sell, whatever they wanted to do. I should know. I was one of the people who did it. But until we moved... Yeah. Until we moved into Van Horn, we're trying to build from the ground up. So we are all about how we... No, we're not all about it, but it's very important that we keep a good image. So, don't be running around... The issue with Sammy yesterday is because he was acting a fool. He was running around shoving people, jumping on roofs,
Hey,
things like that.
It's not even... It wasn't even just a yesterday thing. It was kind of a build-up.
Yeah, he'd been doing that. Yeah. He'd been doing that. So that was coming. What he got was long coming. It's a long time coming. So I'm not saying if you immediately start acting a fool, I'm going to pistol whip you like I did him. But just, you know, you'll realize with our group, we like to have fun. We'll joke around with each other. We'll roughhouse and things like that. But if people are around, like other people who aren't members of Van Horn, we're professional.
Yeah, we don't act professional.
Yeah, we don't act a fool. And when somebody tells you to stop doing something, and just, you know, stop. You know, at that point, it's not fun for them anymore. And it's definitely not going to be fun for you if you make them mad. So, I mean, if I catch you acting a way that me or the other committee members don't particularly like, more than likely I'm just going to pull you aside and talk to you about it. I'm not going to... What I did to Sammy yesterday was a mix of him acting a fool after I told him not to, and him just genuinely making me mad. But I'm not one to just resort to just knocking somebody out for no reason when it could just be an issue solved through talking. Now we do get into a lot of shootouts with Van Horn locals. And there's always a potential of somebody trying to come in and, you know, raid Van Horn or something like that. How was your shot? Are you a good shot?
I'm an excellent shot, as a matter of fact.
You're
I
an
actually got
shot.
a very extremely vague or extremely precise memory of, you know, me clocking fools.
Yeah. That's what I like to hear. I like somebody who's confident in their abilities.
Oh.
Well, that will be time will tell whether that's true or not. But you seem to have a level head on your shoulders, so I don't personally have a problem with you becoming security, but it's not just me running the thing. I have to run it by Loki, who's also one of the head of security. And we might give you a little bit of a trial run, let you do it for a day, and see how you do. I will say part of the duties that I expect out of security is if you're on, you know, if you're awake, you don't have to stay in Van Horn all the time. And this is off-duty stuff. This is off-duty stuff. Not even when you're guarding the place while we're inside or anything like that, or watching over the town when everybody's there.
I'm
This
going
is-
to Van Horn.
Alrighty. This is off-duty stuff. I expect our security to care about Van Horn as much as the community does. So, whenever you're around, I'm not saying you have to stick around Van Horn all the time. You can do whatever you want. Just every now and then, I would appreciate our security making a sweep through town, you know, make sure nothing's going on. Things like that.
Alright.
Is that something you can do? I mean, that's going to be off-duty, because I have no way to check whenever you're doing that to pay you.
Alright, I mean, yeah, I definitely think, I mean, this is pretty much, I guess my getaway, I suppose. Linda introduced me to this place not too long ago, and I've been enjoying myself here, so.
Yeah. Yeah, we're nice people until you give us a reason not to be. You know, we work off respect. If you respect us, we'll respect you. You know, that's just how it works. Now, you know, we're not, you know, if you want to joke around with us, make a little bit of a comment here and there. I personally can take it, but, you know, just...
Not overboard.
Yeah, you might want to just make sure you actually like, get to know everybody first and make sure they're comfortable with you enough for you to joke around with them and things like that. I probably will have a uniform. I haven't come up with it yet. But I probably will have a uniform. I'm working on, sorry. I am working on getting us some bounty hunting licenses. Right now, it's probably just going to be exclusive to there's going to be 4 head people of the security. So it's probably going to be exclusive to them for right now. But maybe it's going to be that. Maybe we can make that kind of a promotion thing. Like if you show you're good at your job, then I can pass you over the application to go to try to get a bounty hunter's license. But so what is your Telegram? I'll take down your Telegram. I'll run it by low key and things like that. And you're welcome to hang around and things like that. We're not. This isn't like I'm your boss in a way, but also like I'm okay with you just hanging around, just hanging out, you know. So what?
I'm
What's
gonna
your
do a
Telegram?
little in the contact locate a newspaper.
Okay. Well, I need your Telegram.
Oh, like my PO box.
Yeah.
There you go.
842044. Alright, I got it. So I'll let you know what they say. I don't see if there's any issue. And we are trying to get it up. We're trying to get some muscle going there. What kind of sidearm do you have by chance?
I have a cattleman, and I also have I forgot what it's called. I barely use it. I think it was like $1,000 or something like that.
Sheesh. Oh, is it like one of those fancy pistols?
I think it starts with it's a Devastator or something. I don't know.
A Devastator? What the world?
I don't know what it's called. I forget the name of it. This is my other horse, so it's. Oh, I guess I could kind of pull it out here.
Yeah, whatever guns you're comfortable with, you know.
It costs like I think 800 or something like that, though. Well, it's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, a sawed-off will do you just fine, also in Van Horn, as long as you have a long arm with you. Yeah,
and
yeah.
The security usually runs by sidearms, or.
No, you can have a long arm on you. That's fine. Just don't be pointing or don't be waving it around.
All right.
I will tell you, if you plan on if you get hired on as security, don't aim your gun at somebody if you don't plan on shooting them.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
Don't be disrespectful to the gun. Don't go waving it around like it's a toy.
If you, it's not a toy.
Yeah. I'm not
Both
saying
situations can be handled just using your words as well.
Yeah. If it looks like gunplay is gonna be the only way to solve an issue, then so be it. But if you're gonna unholster your weapon towards somebody, then just make sure you're prepared to shoot them. Don't just do it as a threat. If you're gonna threat them with shooting them, you don't have to point a gun at them. Just like I did with Sammy yesterday. He kept being disrespectful and shoving me, and I said if he does it again, I'm gonna shoot him. But instead, I just pistol whipped him. Took it easy on him. Plus, I don't want to deal with all that paperwork if I do shoot him.
Yeah, you have another person you need to speak to, Charlie.
Oh, who? Who is that?
Howdy.
Howdy. Who might you be?
My name is Sherman Potes.
Sherman Potes?
Yes, sir.
I met somebody named Sherman. Well,
I think
way
you
back
do.
when. Way back
Maybe
when.
someplace
Ran
out
with
west.
yeah, I ran with somebody with a group of family named the Lynns, I think.
Yes, sir.
Is that the same Sherman there that I'm talking to?
Is this guy
Same
trouble there,
Sherman.
Charlie?
No, he's not trouble.
Sure.
Unless you make him mad. I'm just kidding.
Nope.
Yeah, no, we go way back. What's
You
your
never,
name? What?
you never mentioned this family here.
Yeah, well. It's a whole thing. They more so worked with my sister than me.
Hang on, your sister, what was her name? Ollie's here too?
Yeah, she's here. She's just had a baby actually, so
Is
she's
this
kinda...
another family you had a problem with?
Oh,
No,
well,
we actually worked
congratulations.
with this family.
Okay.
Oh no,
Okay.
Brad, sir, we go way, way back.
Okay. Sure. I'll believe you for now.
Yeah. What can I help you with, Sherman? Are you gonna be around these parts now?
Yes, sir, and I need a job.
You need a job, huh? Well, it just so happens they Untamed, our little family we got going here, and who the frick just gave me a cigarette?
That was me.
Thank you. Actually, I could use some cigarettes if you have spare ones. I'm out. I think the Thompsons robbed them off me. Freaking pricks.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Need some cigarettes?
yeah, I could, yeah,
Yeah, we're.
yeah. It's fine.
I don't smoke them anyway.
Anyways,
You just sell them?
yeah, us and,
Oh,
So-
I'll get them.
so the Untamed, and then, do you remember a group back out west named the Blackwater Orphans?
I don't think so.
Maybe a Cass Van Buren's rings a bell. Rosie
I
Red?
do remember the name of Cass, yeah.
No, Rosie Red?
One that owned the bar in Saint Denis at some point.
Yes, that would be her. Well,
I
they're,
remember her now.
yeah, their family, their group. So their group, our group, and then a group of natives all run Van Horn. And we're looking for security. And I know your work is security, so I have no problem bringing you on. It's not just up to me, though, so I will have to talk to other people about it. Did you ever meet Loki? Loki
I
Mosley
don't
now, I
think so.
guess. Loki McClintock probably back then. She used to be a lawman. She's one of the other head of security along with me. But I already know your abilities. I will just ask you one question. What do you think is the #1 goal as our job as town security? If someone's coming in causing trouble.
Kick their butts. No, sorry. Basically, someone comes into town to cause trouble. You can try and catch him if you can. If you cannot catch him, you gotta kill him. If you catch him, you gotta find out who sent them here. Because there's gotta be someone who sent them.
I'm talking just like basic stuff. Like if someone's just coming in messing with the locals. You know, someone's
Oh,
coming
he
in
has
just
to
being
be
a little too
punished.
wild. See, what we want to do is we want to try to de-escalate a situation. We don't really want to have to cause violence because it brings a bad name on us if we just instantly go to violence. But if someone's like causing an issue, like messing with the locals, if it was me, if I saw him do it, I would have a talk with him. It's like, you need to listen, you need to stop messing with the locals or there's going to be an issue. And then, you know, if they don't like that, then
No, that's
Then
certainly
you have to-
something I can get behind too, as well.
yeah, I mean,
I
you
know
know,
how to. Yeah, I know how to dial it back. I just thought you know.
yeah, no, there's a lot of gangs around here, so your mindset's not in the complete wrong thinking, but we definitely want to try to de-escalate if we can first. Um, but for instance, like I said, if someone's causing trouble with the locals or getting a smart mouth about them, they would get a warning first. You know, hey, stop doing that. There's going to be issues. If they keep on doing that, we're going to ask them to leave. Like, hey, you're going to have to. You're not listening to us. You're going to have to leave Van Horn. And they still don't listen. Then some actions might have to be taken. Maybe lassoing them up and dragging them out of town. Maybe knocking them out and dumping their body somewhere. One of the two.
That is something I can get behind too as well. I mean, it's not like, the first time you see him causing trouble, you go after him. You try to de-escalate the situation.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What the world is happening over there? But yeah, it's nice to see you around. You cut your hair.
Yeah, yes, I did.
You're getting old.
I'm getting a bit old, eh?
Yeah, you're getting old. But, yeah, I'm glad to have you here. I'll talk to Loki about getting you two hired on, see what she thinks, and I'll let her talk to you and things like that. I'm not sure if she's around right now. Probably should send her a telegram here in a bit, but I've had some sugar that's been over here growing that I've been working on forever now. I need to get to. Oh, you're good. This tends to be this is starting to turn out to be the normal thing where I start to do something and then somebody needs something from me and I have to turn around.
Hey,
and that group,
you're a busy man, so I ain't gonna
that group
take
right
up much of your
there,
time, then.
that rode in on a wagon, I can almost guarantee you were the mains. Now that's another thing. The mains are. That group runs Annisburg. So we're trying to stay friendly with them as long as they're friendly with us. But, time will tell whether that actually happens or not.
Alright.
Violence is Loki's middle name. Dude, I'm doing this, kind of raspy voice for Charlie. Oh, my God. Doing this raspy voice for Charlie and just make my actual voice raspy. Was that you?
Snake.
Okay.
Oh.
Snake. Yeah, he hates snakes, that's why.
What's up, Loki?
Yeah, it's fine with me. Charlie,
Yeah?
did you hear what he said?
No.
Okay. He's asking if you can hang around with us.
Yeah, I don't care. Who? Wait,
yeah,
who?
I don't see no problem.
Which one?
Sherman.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if both of y'all hang around. I don't care. Like I told you, fella, if you get hired on, I am your boss technically, but outside of Van Horn, I don't care if you hang around with us. I don't care.
Okay. I'm probably gonna head back into Van Horn, as a matter of fact.
Yep. See if anything's going on. See if anybody's there.
All right. Well, let me know.
Introduce yourself to. Yep. Introduce yourself to people.
Yes, of course.
Where the frick? Oh, I picked all my sugar.
So, fella, where did you say you were from?
I came from way out west.
Out west? What are we doing out west?
Well, just trying to survive, trying to live the day by day.
Oh, what were you doing out west then?
Well, mostly farming.
Oh. So you done farming before, yeah?
Yeah, some farming. I've done some protection too, services, or help for a family, of brothers and a sister.
Oh. Did you hear that, Charlie?
Yeah, I heard that.
Have you talked to him about it?
Oh, I know him.
He did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Making sure.
Yeah, I told him there's a potential spot in the Van Horn security. I just have to. I'm not the only one making those decisions, so I have to talk to Loki about it too. I would say Matthew. I will talk to Matthew about it too, but I'm not sure if he's around. Is Brayden in his head? Is he thinking?
It would seem that way. Yeah, I left a little present for him on the ground.
I like that outfit you got on there, Hal.
Thank you.
Much better than the last one.
Oh,
Hey!
I'm gonna try not to take that as an insult.
Rude, Charlie.
Yeah, a lot of
my
people
fashion
don't.
sense is impeccable, and all of my outfits are great.
Yeah, as long as you believe that, that's fine. Now, I've been told. Don't take it too harshly. I've been told that my fashion sense is kind of strange too. Brayden's is the worst of it all, though.
Fuck you.
Braden, I've got all that tobacco harvested.
Huh?
I've got all of the tobacco harvested.
No, good, good. Why am I getting it?
Boo.
I don't know, you seem like the farmer. I don't know who to give it to.
Hey, Brayden. Do y'all want to make a run to Valentine here soon and try to sell some sugar?
You're
I'm trying-
selling sugar.
Well, I know, but I don't want to take from the stock up in the camp because I didn't plant any of that.
Brayden, did you see the little present?
Hmm?
On the ground?
Brown?
On the ground. Did you not see the sign?
How lovely.
You were fucking blind.
No, I can only see with one eye. That's why.
You can't see the whole picture.
Asshole.
You made
Yeah,
me lose my smoke, you asshole.
I did. Yeah, I did. What do you want to do about it?
Hey,
No.
Asshole!
I think
You
we
wanna
should
go?
definitely.
Huh? You wanna
Yes,
go?
let's go!
Brayden, I
let's
think a
go.
little bit
Okay.
later we should definitely go hit up that blackjack table again.
It seems tempers are already high enough about blackjack.
I'm just planting my sugar over here. Seriously miss you all. We miss you too, kid. I'm not taking y'all to the witch doctor, just letting you know.
We're done. We're done. We got it.
Fine!
That's
Asshole.
usually what happens around here,
We're
Charles.
done. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. We're professional once we get in the Van Horn, though.
We're family, so.
Yep.
No, not by blood, but we take care of each other as family. Though we do have our fights, Brayden.
Don't know what you're talking
Well, I guess every family has its fights.
Oh, a plant grew right in my face.
Hey, it was a sugar plant, so should be.
Sugar,
Flattered, I
boo, boo,
guess.
boo, boo, boo.
Did you give me sugar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, I know I did not plant 86 sugar, like 86 worth of sugar. Ah, Brayden, what? That's your fault. That's definitely your fault.
Get the law.
Yeah,
You
get
pick it
Sheriff,
up. Stop
get
being
Sheriff
drunk.
Frenchie down here. I want my Winchester back.
Sheriff Frenchie. You should call him a French bulldog.
I can't pronounce the actual name. I don't even remember what it is.
I'm Putu.
That sounds like a personal problem there, Brayden.
Sure is.
Wah, wah, wah.
Sherman, you got a horse there?
Wah, wah, wah.
I do. I got a American paint.
You got American
whatever
paint.
it is.
Did Brayden sell it to you?
No,
Daggone
I paid $100 for it.
Wait, you did what? Who did you buy it from?
From the off from in there.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, never mind. I thought you.
Well,
bought it
I
from
only had
one of my
120
traders.
something dollars, so
I'll tell you what. I have a fully trained thoroughbred that I can lend to you until you get a horse. Because I'm not quite sure if I want to actually sell this horse or not. I quite like it. It's one of my own ones.
which one?
It's fully trained thoroughbred. His name is Sombra. Spanish for shadow. I'll show it to you. Hold on. It's a pretty fast horse. It's not shoed, but it is trained. Let me show it to you here. I think it'll match your persona well, I guess is the word.
Well, I guess we'll have to see.
No.
Down a bit. It's a bit rowdy.
She.
Come here.
She. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Sherman.
Ooh, hey. It looks very nice.
I don't care to lend it to you there. You 168?
Can I try it on?
And my face is totally beat up.
Go get it out of the stables. Loki! Howdy.
The green couple!
Aw, the green couple.
Howdy.
How cute.
He's currently inside his thoughts.
Well, I gotta talk to you.
His skull?
Knock over here. Yeah, that horse is in your stables there, Sherman. So I got two people who want to be hired on as security.
Okay.
One of which I think is down in Van Horn right now. His name is Curtis Black. And I questioned him. Yeah, I questioned him. He's probably about your height, honestly. But I questioned him. He seems like he has a level head on his shoulders. I'm just making you aware so you can ask your own questions if you want.
Okay.
And
Wasn't
then-
he here last night when the whole?
I think he was. I think he was a spectator in the whole thing.
Yeah, but he sure talked to Sammy a lot, so I don't trust that.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll give him a little bit of a feeling out process. But he seemed to have a good head on his shoulders. I asked him what our main goal should be as security if someone comes causing trouble, and he gave the answer I was looking for, which is to shoot. What the frick? The word left me. De-escalate the situation.
Yeah.
And he answered all the questions correctly and things like that. Sherman over there, I've known him for a while. Knew him back out west 3 years ago. He used to be security for a big family called the Lynn family.
I remember the Lynn family very well.
Yeah, and he used to be their security there. So you can talk to him. He's pretty good at his job. They didn't fire him the whole time. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but I told them that it's not up to me. It's not up to just me, and they needed to talk to you as well. So you can ask them your own questions. I know we may have different ideas, but it has to be somebody that's going to be working under us. So it has to be somebody we both like.
Charlie?
Well,
Yes.
if you trust him, then I trust him.
So, how do you make the cigars?
Cigars?
How do you get
You need
yeah,
the cigar.
wraps?
You should be able to just get cigar wraps from the general store.
Yeah, there's cigar papers there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that before now. Thank you.
But yeah, if you want to talk to him, you go for it. I trust Sherman. I'm not still sure about the other guy yet.
Well,
told-
if you trust Sherman, then I'm going off of your judgment.
Yeah. Sherman will be be very handy if things escalate, I think. The other fella, I kind of want to do a tester with. Have him, if we're all around tonight, maybe have him be security. You
Okay.
know. Also, Cass wants us to have a uniform.
I already made a uniform.
You did? Fantastic.
Yes.
That's one less thing I have to do.
It's basically all black with the black and red vest with a gold necktie.
That sounds perfect.
So,
Yeah,
and yeah.
that sounds perfect. I may have to see the outfit later. Right now, I'm trying to farm.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I was actually gonna go back into town and put it on. So.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, George says that. Shoot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sherman, you there?
Yep.
Yeah, did you get your horse? I gave you the horse. It's just in your stable.
Hang on, let me check. Or actually, I'll check if you have something else to talk to about.
Hmm?
Let me check actually.
Yeah, just check real quick. Oh my lord, I thought she was about to get ran over. I'm trying to grow some sugar so I can sell it to the doctors. I saw a poster somewhere that they're selling for $2 a piece. Yes, Jenny.
We are headed
Grab the
off
horse.
to look for some birds
Okay.
for the
Okay.
collection.
Okay.
Okay.
They'll still sell for a lot.
Yeah, they still sell it for 800. So
Ooh,
when you get
that's
around
good.
to do it, definitely do it.
I don't know. You know me. I don't know if I can sit still for that long.
Howdy.
Is that law? Howdy, Mr. Lawman.
Howdy, how are y'all doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Oh, doing pretty good.
Is there anything I can help you with, or you just patrol?
Well, I'm heading back to Valentine. I figured I'd swing by through here, make sure everything was okay before I was...
You guys stay
It's
safe.
greatly appreciated. I didn't know if you were just
Keep in
looking for
mind that
somebody.
creatures at large, okay?
No,
Don't
y'all
get too
horse
far,
trainers?
and be careful
Yeah,
who
me
you
and
talk to, okay?
Oh
Braden-
my god.
Braden over
You're
there
not my
who's crowd.
dad.
Better.
Hold
You're
on.
better,
I'll wait.
Do
You're
y'all
not my
have
dad.
any, Cloud Rivers
Say that,
available?
but
Claude, we don't have any.
My dad.
I don't have any available right offhand. Hey, Braden, do you have any Claude Roopers available right now?
no, but I can train one.
Yeah, we don't.
About how long does it
I
take?
can train one within 40 minutes or so and have it fully trained, and that would be a problem, should it?
About how much you think that would run?
Is that a Claude Rooper right there?
Yeah.
Do me a favor and hop off, and tell me what the knowledge is like, the experience there. What's the number there?
2450.
So that's going to be by 800, if it's the same amount.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out for shoes and everything too.
Oh, you want shoe? Oh boy. Give me a second. Braden,
Oh,
do you know right offhand how many shoes a Claude Rooper takes?
6.
Okay,
I
well,
was gonna
6.
say 6. It's 6, then training
So-
is 700 if I recall correctly. Depends on the
It's
breed.
2450. So isn't that 800? That's the last. That's like the highest you can get.
Never mind. I was looking at the
Yeah.
wrong one.
Yeah. So it's 800 plus what was 6 shoes again? What was that again?
990.
Yeah. So it's 800 plus 990. And that's
you have
also.
the shoes?
I don't have
And
any.
they're 1500 right out the stable, so.
Yeah. Sheesh, they're 1500.
No, I'll easily get the shoes needed for that. I'll just travel around while I'm training it, and I'll be able to pick up some if you want me to, of course, officer.
I mean, I'm looking for the fully trained and shoed, but the thing is I'm looking for a foal. I've got 2 adults, but one's kind of getting up there in age, and I kind of want to have one ready for when it's time to retire that horse.
Now I see what you're saying. How old is it?
It's right at 11 right now.
You do realize they go up to 35, right?
No, they don't.
They do.
26.
That will depend, and sometimes they die at 32. So,
Oh, I don't know. I was told 26 in Valentine by
26 who was saying that.
Weston.
Well, maybe. There's a lot of people saying different according to that. So, what I was learned when I was working in Blackwater was they go up to 30, then they get a chance of dying there, then 35, then they get a last one. They might have changed it. I don't know.
I think they did.
However long it was, I was working there for probably 5 months or so.
This happened within the last week or so.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I'll have to inquire with a few other horse trainers then to see if they know anything about that.
I don't know. This is just what I've been told. They might have changed it back. I'm not 100%.
It seems like something they would have told people if they changed, though, because I wasn't aware of it, and I'm a head trainer, so.
Well, you would hope that they would share that information.
Oh, you really would, wouldn't you? But yeah, either way, if you want a full trained, I could also have that trained. It takes a little longer though because you have to walk them and you can ride them.
Yeah, I'll let you handle this this business one.
No, you can take it over. Come on.
No. You got it. You got it.
Okay, so
This-
you want to fold? That's
Loki, come here for a
you want to
second.
buy it right now, or you
Charlie,
think
you got a
of,
second?
just looking around the stables to see if
Yes, give me
somebody
1
has
second.
that
I just want to
exact-
get a mental image of this outfit she has on so I know what to look like.
Yep.
Okay. So that's the one with that's like
Charlie.
the paisley vest, isn't it?
I got the
Yes.
horse, by the way.
You did? Fantastic. All right. I
Yes,
got
sir.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah, take it for a spin. It's a pretty good horse.
Well,
Yes,
I
sir.
Great fucking horses.
Hey, you know where to get your hands
Yeah.
on some
Especially
coffee
with
beans?
the
I
Some
went
what?
looking for them
Getting it.
seeds. Coffee beans.
Well, I've got
Coffee
silver and I got
beans?
the black rose.
Yeah.
They're available in the general store. Is there not
I'm
seeds up for
thinking
them?
about getting another black rose.
No, I went
but-
looking for seeds and there
Yeah,
was
the-
none
the
of
rose
those.
gray
So
one.
May only be able to get them from the general store then. I know they sell them at the
Right.
general store.
Dapple.
okay.
So that may be something
I
that.
might go for another adult. Man.
Yeah, I'm not thinking there's any seeds. Maybe something they add later.
Donate this one to the horse.
Yeah.
But right now I think
Yeah.
you only get them from the
Department
general
to
store.
give
You
to
trying to make some coffee?
Deputy with a slower horse.
I went and sold my stuff to the doc, so he was like, "Hey, you got some coffee?" I was like, "Oh, all right." Like
I
coffee
see.
beans and stuff. So I thought there
Yeah,
were seeds. I went looking for seeds, but there was none. So
Yeah. That fella just ride off with a axe in his
Alrighty.
hand.
Uh,
I don't know. I wasn't looking at him.
Brayden, I'm gonna go look at Van Horn real quick.
so 3190.
Hey, George. George. Really? Must be deaf. Who the frick? Gosh. What are you doing?
Back it up.
I was going to tell you, I think Loki got a headache.
Yeah, I saw her head pop right as I got back. That's why I
Hey.
was heading back up.
Are
back up
doctors
here.
still looking for sugar?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I saw a poster in San Denis saying they were. And they were paying $2 a piece for them, so I might go up to Valentine here soon and see if I can sell them some.
Yeah, honestly, they probably still are. I'm not sure. I
Do you-
haven't really been keeping track of the stock.
You're a full doctor now, right?
Mhm.
Do you have access to making bandages?
Yes, I think so.
So is there any way, if I give you the supplies, if you can just supply me with bandages?
I think I still have to charge you.
How much? 15 a piece, right?
15 for the normal bandages, yeah.
Oh my god, that's so much. What all do they even take?
I honestly don't even know. I haven't bothered with crafting.
Hmm. Okay.
Crafting's just boring to me. I tend to never do it.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go check Van Horn. There was somebody riding through with a hatchet in their hand, so I'm just gonna make sure no one's in the saloon.
Alrighty.
I swear, I can't farm worth anything. Something is always stopping me from farming. Who the frick? That's Sammy. Who the frick is that? This could be a bad idea. Howdy. How are y'all doing today?
Oh, doing pretty well.
Living the best life.
Yeah.
Why can I not get in my own goddamn horse?
Yeah. I apologize
God
for
damn it, Willie.
looking at you with the binoculars there. I saw y'all riding in and it looked like you had a hatch in your hand. I was making sure everything was alright.
Oh, I did. Oh, yeah, 100%. I don't ride without this or this out because it just makes it quick and easy. Someone punches up a gun, I keep riding, select the throat, and keep on going.
Alrighty. I will warn you. I will warn you. The locals here tend to get a little antsy with when you have a weapon out.
Believe me, I know.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Alright, you're all good
well,
though.
Shit. Well, I gotta send this away. I hope it. Ah, damn! I was really hoping it ran you over there, Willie.
No.
You all good though?
Oh
Yeah. Is Rosie around by chance?
I'm not sure if she's around just yet. You can check the saloon, but I'm not sure if she's around just yet.
Yeah, I'll go check that before I run back in.
I think she might be coming around a little bit later today.
Probably, but I know I gave Oka a buttload of honey from when I was cutting down some trees, and I was seeing if she got them yet, or if not, to tell her to go see Oka.
Okay. Well, she might be there. I'm not aware of her being around, but she might be.
Okay.
Y'all stay safe now. Actually, wasn't Sammy. Thought it was. I was fully expecting that to be Sammy, and they were looking for me to chop my head off or something. George. I was fully expecting that to happen. No, don't run that way. Okay. Woo!
Like, chase down a fucking murder mitten.
Jeez.
Damn.
Yeah, like.
Maybe I can actually finish planting my stuff
I didn't
now.
even have to turn him. He was just like.
Can I delete this? Oh, I can. Fantastic. But no, he looks like a blonde version of Chip. Yeah. Good old Chip Rutledge.
Charlie, you need any help?
Yeah. Here, take this. Take those and plant those 3. And I'm probably going to have you help me get the Valentine, because I'm going to carry a lot of sugar on me, and I'm trying to want to sell it.
Sure thing.
Who knows what that is? You're not actually a Red Dead fan if you don't know what that song is.
And that's all the information I have. I'm just looking for an assistant deputy floating around down here somewhere. Hi.
Oh my lord.
Is the guy...
Goodness gracious. Is he going to buy something?
He's gonna think about it.
Okay. Yeah, that just seemed like a complicated deal. I'm like, can't do me. I'll do all that.
Not that complicated. But I think he's getting it as soon as he, actually comes around doing it.
Yeah. Let's see. Like those. Sherman and I here in the bed are going to go into Valentine try to sell the sugar if you want to come with.
Charlie, do you have a spare bucket?
Oh, I do not.
I don't either.
How much are they again at the general store?
Plant all of these burnt tobacco here, and I'll join you all.
Yeah. How much are water cans again?
$10.
10. Here, I'll give you this. You can ride into the Van Horn real fast.
Yeah, I'll go get one.
Did you get that?
Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. Charlie becoming a leader, man. I'm trying to do better with staying in character, even when I'm joking around and things like that.
Rosie really needs cigars, so I'm gonna sell her a lot of those.
Okay. Is that what you're making right now?
Yeah. That's why I gotta do some farming there. She said she needed cigars because she had none.
Yeah. Not a lot of people make cigars. I'm more of a cigarette person myself, to be honest. But
we had a company which wants to do tobacco, but we're sort of already providing that feature with the stables even.
Wait, what? Say that again. There's a company that Wait, what?
They want to move into Van Horn and have a tobacco company out here, but we're also sort of already providing that for Rosie.
Yeah.
Don't really need all that sort of thing.
Yeah, plus where are they going to set up at,
Yeah, it's
unless they
really
buy
a lot
the
of places.
hotel, which is a weird place to have it.
That is sort of a weird place. That's what they were talking about, but we're having a meeting about it. I'm gonna be setting up a meeting with Isaac too. But
Are we liking Charlie talking like this, or are we thinking like,
people are gonna
or
be
should
around.
we go back to the normal way he talks, which is just like how I typically talk? Not voice, but like, not like, he's
you
talking.
Want to go up and ask him what he wants?
Yeah.
Oh, is that Jolene? No.
No, that's Sherman. That's Sherman coming back from getting the watering can.
No problem.
Like, I'm trying to have, like, he's more, like, smooth with his talk, more drawn out. Like, more confident sounding, I guess. I don't know if that makes him sound confident or not, but... What are we thinking about it? I've also I've also started up another fundraising thing. We met the goal of $100 for the St. Jude's, and so I set up a new one for children's cancer research for $200. That's the goal. Not saying y'all have to donate. I'm just making y'all aware that it's there. I don't know. Can y'all see it? Okay, cool. Cool. And those are all things. Well, keeps right, I guess. Well, darn. Give me that. see what I get going here. Let's see what kind of music I can find. Too loud, too loud. There it goes. Sherman, whatever seeds you get back from him, just go ahead and keep on planting, because we gotta wait on Braden anyhow.
Alright.
Whenever Braden gets done, we'll stop planting. Got a rider. No, somebody ran through?
Seems so.
Guess so. So I found something out. I've been reading the book, The Authentic Life of Billy the Kid. Written by Pat Garrett, which is the person who killed him, supposedly. And I found something interesting. He doesn't, the one photograph that actually exists, or the one, you know, for sure confirmed photograph of Billy the Kid, he's like wearing something that like he never like typically wore, actually, which is interesting. The one photo that's like he's most famous for, he's not even like wearing something that people would identify him wearing as. Apparently he wore like all black, a black frock coat, and a sombrero. Why does it always pop up behind me? Wish there's better sombreros in the game that I could actually pull off, you know? Oh, oops. Not too much crap in my inventory, to be honest, man. Dude, freaking Charlie looks gross.
I got 2 more there, Charlie.
Alright, got 2 more left.
Yep.
I might run by camp, too, before we go up there and get some out of storage. Not all of it, but just some.
Sure. I've sold some out of that storage there, too.
How much is there left? You said 200 and something?
298, I think.
Yeah, I was just going to take like 100 out. You think that's too much or no?
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay. Does Clayton just use the stable property as just his planting ground? I swear.
I've allowed their group to go planting around there.
Okay, because that was like, I don't have an issue with it. I just, every time I see him and Clint, they're always out here planting.
Yeah, no, I told them it's a safe spot, so.
Yeah. I agree. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, no, it is sort of funny in that aspect.
And it was like, man, they're really comfortable around us to be planting in our area.
No, they even told me that if I didn't want them to, they could just find somewhere else. And I was like, no, you're fine.
You told them not to plant anything illegal, though, right?
Well, they don't know where to get that kind of things.
Oh, they don't? Ooh.
They're very new there, Charlie.
Yeah, I forget sometimes.
And they're not that kind of people.
Maybe I should corrupt them, tell them where they can find it. He's almost done, so I'm not going to plant anymore right now, Sherman.
Yeah.
I am going to cook some stuff, though. If I have stuff to cook. Which I don't really.
Wonder why.
Shut up.
Oh no, I heard you saying you.
Yeah, alright, yeah, we're waiting for this stuff to get done, and then we'll just pick it up. And then he should be done. The frick? What's that? The world? why is my phone doing this? Okay. Interesting. I honestly think if you plant like a lot of one thing, you start getting less of it. Am I the only one who's noticed that? Yeah, I got one more thing to get here, and it's just done. It just finished.
Yep.
Did you get all yours, Sherman?
Yes, sir. From
Alright.
3 seeds, I got 24 cubes.
Okay. Whatever you got there, you can sell. Don't give it to me. Don't worry about it.
Because I gave you a lot
Thank
there.
you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be making my money on the cigars too.
Alright, let's ride up to camp first, so I don't have to try to take my wagon all the way down there.
Sure, you wanna take him to camp?
I trust him. Do
Okay.
you? It's up to you.
I don't know him, so I don't trust him, but you're cool. Trust your judgment there. You know him better than I do.
I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. I trust him. If anything, we'll have him wait somewhere before we get there.
You have enough camp supplies out there?
I think so. I'm taking the tracks. Is it faster that way? Oh, up too late. I know it's a straight shot this way.
Yep.
Out of there. She was going around selling stuff.
Hey, if you don't want to... Hey, Braden. If you don't think we should take him up to camp yet, you can wait with him here, and I'll run up there real fast and get him.
It's your call.
I don't want to make that call without you and Jolene's say so, because it's not just my camp. So maybe you sit down. Do you care to sit down here with him, and I'll run up there, or do you need something from there?
Nah, I don't need anything from there.
Sherman, just wait here for a second, okay?
No worries.
Heard a horse. Yeah, I saw it, Kick. I saw it. That sounds good to me, buddy. That did not transfer over. FH2. Alright. Come on, Antrim. We'll go the other way. You're good. Antrim. Antrim. Go. Ooh, target practice. Got him. That's what you think. The frick? Well, where'd they go? Lost here, looks like. The frick? Oh, there they are.
Brenda. How'd it go?
I got him. I'm probably not even gonna bother to get my wagon out, honestly. I can just keep it on my horse.
Sure.
Yeah, at some point. I don't have one of those storage wagons anyhow.
Need one? You can buy one off me.
No, I don't need one. I'm good. Thank
Okay,
you,
you
though.
a good deal on it.
You have, man, you use yours.
Yeah, you can have it if you want there for a
No,
little price,
I'm
little penny.
good. I'm good. I have a stagecoach. I don't need multiple wagons.
I'm sure you do.
No, I don't.
The mains were looking at it was funny when we were in town just now.
It's fine.
Is that due to the situation with Samuel?
Maybe. I don't know. Depends if Sammy went around crying like a baby.
He probably did.
Can't pick a
I don't know what
side.
you're talking about.
Oh, you know, the mains shouldn't really concern themselves with what's going on in Van Horn today.
No, but they will.
Sure, come on riding in and we'll have a talk.
Yeah.
Show them how civil we can be.
You know, they're the type of group that, you know, they'll play ball until you don't want to play by their rules. They say that they're happy about what we're doing and stuff until we do something that rubs them the wrong way, and then it's a problem.
And they will realize that they can't really do that up here because we hold all the power with the saloon and stables.
Yeah, they'll realize
just
just how much
around
we don't
blacksmith.
care.
We have the most needed things there, my opinion.
Yeah. You said marker on Valentine.
Yeah, you want rather?
Yeah. Well, that's what I got the sugar for.
Oh, I thought you were doing it for
What, to win
for
Rosie
Eden.
over? No. We went
Have
too
you done with
completely.
Rosie?
I am. I'm saying that's not what I got the sugar for. I heard
What
that
you
back
laughing
there.
at, huh? What are you laughing at, Angeline?
Nothing.
You don't believe
Listen, I said I've
don't
said it
either.
before, and
I
I'll
don't
say it.
believe you, Brayden, because you'll be all sweet and sugar for Rosie. Because you'll be like, oh, Rosie. Oh.
I'm too old for her.
She is my age.
She does look for older men though, because they have more
Don't
experience.
even fucking start with this, please.
No, I've said
You
it.
know, I'm done with love. Sorry.
I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Part of me will always care about Rosie, but it's Cass's problem now. I'm done playing that game.
He says some questionable things, that's for sure.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, well.
And for us to determine, that's it.
Yeah, well, I mean, if she really wanted to be with me, she would have made that decision 3 years ago.
Sure. Is
When
that
I was
somebody's
all in.
horse?
Yes. Good Lord, we're never gonna make it to Valentine. This whole farming thing, I started like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, what is it?
Let's go. It's just Clayton and
Yeah.
them.
Are they not gonna follow behind us or no?
No, they're doing their own thing.
Oh, okay.
Probably chatting like a squeal of lovebirds.
Is there something going on between those two?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Nor do I care.
That's true. Whatever Jolene wants to do.
She'll do it.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure if Hal can handle Jolene, to be honest.
I don't think she will. Maybe she'll have a nice puppy of him. I ain't wrong. If that were to happen, it would pretty much just be him being a puppy there.
You know, it's a shame that all those, all the native women in that tribe are taken, it seems.
What? Really?
From what I can tell, they're all taken.
Yeah, I kind of fancied me one too.
I thought you said you were done with love.
Well, you know, on occasion you find somebody you're like, oh, they seem nice, civil, understanding. You know, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I don't want to talk about it. Calm. Smart. Smart. Yeah, that's one too. What about you?
Just
You
make
found,
sure, just make sure that you introduce him to me so I can, you know, tell you what I think about him. Seeing as you can't see the whole picture with anything anymore.
Real funny there, Charlie.
I'm just looking out for you.
What about you though? Have you found anyone you fancy?
Not particularly.
No.
I thought Morg was okay until she said that she was the undead that came from the water. That kind of put me off. And now she's the Undertaker of Van Horn. I'm just, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
No, she was interesting, but you know, I don't think she's my type.
Oh, I like interesting, but that's just a little weird.
She being an Undertaker, you mean?
Yeah, my job is to make him dead, not deal with him afterwards.
Well, you know, it could still be interesting. I don't know what you're saying. It's just a job there, Charlie. Ain't that big of a deal.
I don't know. It seems like a whole lot of, I don't know. It's just a whole lot of.
She seems like a whole lot of mystery to me.
Oh, her? Yeah.
Yeah. And while that keeps it interesting for sure, I think that would drive me nuts.
Doing a relationship and stuff, it just gets so complicated.
It does.
I mean, it might be easier at the moment where I'm not really living that outlaw life fully, but whenever I go back, I mean, jeez. If I'm not with somebody that's all in with that kind of stuff,
you know, that could make it even more interesting, I think.
no, I've brought danger to enough people that were outside of the life that I live. I ain't trying to bring it upon anybody else.
I see that. Oh, you know, I get along with people occasionally, but most people like that are, for me, hard to come by. People I find even remotely interesting.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to eat something.
From?
No, it was just cooked a piece of cooked bird meat.
Cooked bird meat.
Yeah. I didn't steer Antrim which way to go, so he's like, "Oh, I'm going straight, I guess."
Fine.
It's a good horse, though. I love this horse.
Yeah. Treating you good?
Mm-hmm. Hasn't kicked me
Mine-
yet.
Oh, yeah, mine
I have
hasn't
seen.
either.
Yeah, I've seen yours.
Love them war horses.
I've loaned Sherman there, my old thoroughbred. How's the thoroughbred treating you, Sherman?
Well, he's treating me fine. Thank you kindly.
You can hold on to, he's not getting much exercise in my stable, so you can hold on to him until you get yourself a horse.
Thank you.
I have a hard time selling personal horses of mine.
Why?
I get too attached to them. I don't like selling my own possessions.
You know, the way I want to think about it is when I sell, for example, Poseidon, like, I don't ride him as much. It's more of them taking him into the next adventure there.
That's true,
And
I
sometimes
guess.
I'll come by that pal of mine. Maybe I'm not riding him, but, you know, still got him.
Yeah.
I see it very differently. Might seem like I'm all in for the money there in a way, but it's not about that. It's more about legacy, if anything.
Yeah. Honestly, charging for it's just showing you just know how much that horse is worth. That horse is worth. I feel like it'd be more disrespectful to give it away for free.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
not what
that's
I'm
the way I
doing with
see it, too.
Sherman. I'm not giving the horse to Sherman and I'm loaning it to him.
Yeah.
I may
You know,
sell him eventually, but
I could not sell. If I were to sell Poseidon, it would have to be a real good price.
which horse is Poseidon? Is that your regular one?
My Criollo, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's because that's actually just my horse I do for getting quick around.
Yeah.
I know it costs a lot of money at the same time. Or it's one of the cheaper fastest horses, but it's one of the best fastest horses too.
Yeah.
The best, as people say. Jesus, I hate that saying. Well, what's the best horse you can get?
See, this horse right here is a horse that I've had my eye on for a long time. Just didn't have the ability to get my hands on it. I love how literally as soon as we get in the vicinity of Van Horn, my horse is dirty. Put my coat on. I forget it's cold down here.
It is. Their coat on too.
Plus, it looked more presentable with this coat on than just my shirt.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, bury me not on the lone prairie. These words came low and mournfully from the pallid lips of a... Ooh, I'm turning here. Of a youth who lay in his dying bed at the close of day. Howdy.
Howdy.
I have a question for you. I've seen a poster around that you guys are buying some sugar.
We buying a whole shit of sugar now since Valley Pop came in.
Well, I got about 200's worth, and I think how much do you have here, Sherman?
I only got 24.
Yeah, he has 24.
I'll be right back with you.
Yeah,
I'll head over to the
How many do you
telegraph
guys
station.
have total? Just tell me the total
228.
Wait 1 second. Do you know how much you're buying it for yet or no?
According to the posters, it's you guys are buying it for $2 a piece, but I'm not sure if that was all. If that was the medical department.
Poster did you go to? Was it Jacob Harris?
I believe the one I saw was down to San Denis, but I think I saw one.
Yeah,
here, too,
well, no, that's my poster then. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, it is $2 if you go right off my poster. Then yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, does that price still work?
so that's yeah, we have government set prices. We can't change it.
Yeah. Okay. So, you'll still buy it for that price or no? For $2 a piece?
$2 a piece.
Yeah, that's yeah.
$456. Meet me at the bank.
Yeah. Okay.
Hang on, Charlie. Let me give you... Charlie.
Be careful, it might rain in
So
there.
go ahead.
Hang on. Let me give you the 24 that I got. And
Yeah,
you give me the-
I'll give you a cut of it. I'm just gonna give him 100.
Okay. Okay, here it is. You got it on you now?
It's in my horse.
Got it. Let's go in. Let me
Yeah.
pull my jack before I walk back out there.
Yeah, it's raining awful hard. Fatherly
Oh,
Warhead,
you
thank you for the
gotta love it, so
follow.
let's go. Whew.
Alright. I think you can only carry 100 on you at a time.
Yup. Yup. You are true on that. Sandy, how much you have?
Here's 75.
Yeah. Let me just wait.
Did you get that 75? It's just gonna be in odd increments here because it's weird how I'm splitting it up. Here's 77. Did you get that?
I got things to do after this, but you got some more for me?
Yeah, Jerry,
Oh,
put that in your horse. Yeah.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
You
I
know, I'm
have
currently
one
dealing with
more.
another situation at this time. If you know about another universe,
Yeah.
the Department of Justice. If you know what I mean on that one,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things been going on.
Yeah. Do you mind to
Yeah.
pay me for it, and then I'll get out of your hair?
Yep, we'll do.
And that's all. That's all the sugar I have.
Yep, indeed. Alright, I'll have one me right now.
Shoo! Thank you.
Yep, have a lovely day, boys.
You
Come
too.
back soon.
Yep. Alright, come here. You paying me?
Oh,
a
it's
lot.
rainy outside.
Yeah, it is. Let me get out your way, fella. Sorry. Come here.
No, I'm just here to take shelter from the rain.
Yeah. I don't blame you, fella. Here's the help. Get you on your feet here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, he paid me 600 instead of 4, whatever it was.
I guess I'll go and buy me a lasso, a knife, and a pistol. We'll be
Yeah.
right back.
Yep, you're good. Yeah, I probably just afford a cattle. Well, here, just take this. Give me one sec. Don't worry about it because you won't have enough to buy like a good revolver right now. So just take this. Nope, hold on, some more horse. Sorry, I have a cattleman that I can give you.
All right.
Yeah, because after you buy that stuff, it's not going to be enough to... I mean, I'm not sure how much the Schofield is, but...
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, if you have enough, you have enough, but if not, there you go.
Well, it should be enough. Let me go buy the lasso and the other stuff that I need.
Where did Brayden go? Get rid of this marker. Is the saloon open? No, it's not, huh? Nope, it is not. Get out of the way, man.
Yeah, he's already screaming a lawyer in court, so. And if he tries to bond out, he could bond out right now. And then as soon as he bonds out, he has to leave town. He's not allowed to be here. But if he bonds...
Oh, where the frick Brayden went? I don't
All
know where
good.
Brayden went. Yep, you got everything?
Yep.
You know what you could do with your talents? And this is something I might implement with the security, but this is just something that I think you'd be good at.
Like what?
You ever considered bounty hunting?
Well, not recently, no.
Well, I think with your skill set and your history of protective services and things, you'd be good at bounty hunting. Unless you wanted to become a law dog.
I'm not gonna apply ever for the law. No, thank you.
No, I'm just throwing it out there because it's just going to be another source of income. See, I'm the type of person that likes to have multiple sources of income. That's why I do
You know
multiple
what?
things.
Actually sounds like a good idea. Who do I talk to about bounty hunting?
See, I've talked to Isaac Huckabee, who is the judge. Or district, maybe he's a district attorney now. I don't even know. No. I think he's the judge. I don't know. He has some type of title. Anyways, he sent me over because I was inquiring about getting some of my security hired on there. But he sent me over the application for it, and I can give it your way too.
Yeah, I could send it over.
I just think somebody with your skill set could be good at it.
Yeah, honestly, I would be interested in actually becoming a bounty hunting. You know, it's another source of income, as you said.
Here you are.
All right, thank you. I'll take a look at it later.
No problem. Where did Brayden go?
I have no idea.
Interesting. What the frick? I'm gonna go ask the law real quick.
I'll go at the bank, put some money in the account.
Yeah.
The zero shits out too, 100%.
Well, hello there.
Excuse me.
It's going.
How's it going?
If you happen to see his name is Brayden
What?
Godwin. He wears a brown shirt, tan pants, has
Okay.
a similar hat to you, has an eye patch. Have you seen him?
Brown shirt or a brown vest?
Brown shirt. He doesn't have a
I'm
vest.
making that corporal work.
I haven't seen. I haven't seen a brown shirt.
Okay.
Doesn't mean he wasn't past here, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, he's around here somewhere. I
That
think
guy?
No, that's my friend Sherman. I'm not sure where he is. Oh,
What was his name?
Brayden Godwin. He's the head horse trainer at Medusa Stables in Van Horn.
No, I feel like
But
I would
he's
remember seeing him.
I swear he told me where he was going, but for the life of me, I can't remember.
Yeah, well, keep my eye open.
Yeah, all right. Appreciate it. Freaking no good law dog. Who the frick is that? Yeah, I don't know who that fella is in there.
Maybe he's at the stables.
I don't know. I don't know where he would go. Valley lives where you lay. Yeah, he's not in here. Nope, that's not him.
Hang on, Charlie. I bet this one I need to do something.
Okay. For his soul to save, lay a handful of roses o'er his grave. Where his bones were laid. What the frick? What the frick? Oh, 30. Just to be safe. I'm gonna go mess with my outfit a bit.
Any luck?
No, I'm gonna run to the tailor real quick and get a different shirt and so. Oh, there he is, right there. What in the world? What is he doing? I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know either.
What is this?
Oh, he's maybe buying a pet.
Oh no, man, I'm going to the tailor's. I don't care what he's doing anymore.
I'll come with you.
Okay. Not sure where he is, so. There's his horse.
There he is.
Yeah. Why are you running around like a madman?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I'm not running around like a madman. What are you talking about?
You charged through the back of the bank and then were
That
charged
wasn't-
right back out.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, running around like a madman.
Never mind, maybe I am running around like a madman then.
Let's change something up real quick.
Sure.
Don't really want this one. That's just too wide. Just go full-fledged supposed Billy the Kid.
I've given you my PO number.
Thank you. This sun is just very unfortunate.
Sure is.
Too far, too far, too far. That's my train of thought. Mm. Ah, dang it. Going to lurk, gimme. Alright, buddy. No problem. Who's over there? Okay. So where'd he go now?
Yes, sir.
You ready?
Sure.
You lead the way, Braden.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I can, but we might take an extreme back way. Because I'm only...
You think so? You don't usually do, but you take the...
You know what? Let me... Let's try it. Let's try. I'll try to get there without having a marker.
Okay, sure. We'll see which route we take.
I know general directions.
General directions it is.
Yep.
You know, it's strange that we haven't heard nothing about the preacher in a while. Last I heard, he kidnapped Elena. Did I tell you that?
Well, yeah, I was there. I found out too.
Okay.
Well, if you think about it, he escaped. He bailed from a trial that was going to determine whether he would get the noose or not. I'm thinking on a scale of 1 to 10, he's about at a 20 of being wanted. I think at this point it's an automatic guilty verdict. So if he gets caught, he's hung. You know.
That's what the Chief Justice said.
Yeah. Is that?
They're hanging him if they
Is
find
that
him.
Huckabee's title?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if he was the judge or not.
System there. That's why I was talking to him about the accounts and so on.
Less than 2 hours from
really
unbent.
appreciate
Nice.
what we do in Van Horn, he said.
Yeah. But yeah, if you look at it that way, if I was him, I'd stay in hiding too.
Well, I'm surprised we haven't heard anything from any other office associates.
Oh shoot.
If he even has any.
I don't think he has any, to be fair.
Well,
If he did,
Catalina is, from what we presume, dead, then you know.
well, we don't know what happened to Catalina. Somebody picked up her body.
You mean somebody picked up her buddy?
Well, I told you. Cass shot her, and then we went to go see if her body was still there where he left it, and it was. Western Planet, thank you for the follow.
No. Cass didn't shoot her. He stabbed her.
Oh yeah, that's right. He stabbed her. But the point still stands. We went to go see if her body was still there, and it was.
Okay. So if somebody picked her up, could have been a doctor, could have been somebody they're working with.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over the sill, and this should be alright.
And I reckon if it's somebody they're working with, one of their main objectives would be
Morg says hello.
getting
What's
me
up?
in some way because they
What's
already
up,
got
Morg?
Lena, right?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Just jump over
Probably
this
go
fence
have a
here.
conversation with her actually.
Ooh, Catalina? Well, yeah, good luck finding her.
No, Lena.
Oh, Elena, okay.
Might be a good call.
What's up, Morg?
I don't really
I'm
feel
digging
like
your character, by the
traveling
way.
all that much to just go find her, to go find out nothing.
Well, that's one of those conversations where, like, if we have it, we have it, you know?
Right.
Like, if she comes to Van Horn one evening and we get a chance to talk to her, then yeah, there we go. But
I think going out of her way at this point to gather more information is just going to lead us down the road that it has already. Leaves us just grasping for ear to find them, and sometimes it hooks, but you know, sometimes it don't.
humor me. Do you know of any interaction Preacher might have had with Elena?
They were going on a date.
Okay. Do you
And then he
remember?
shot
Do you
her,
remember
so-
any interaction that Preacher had with Loki?
He
Before?
said she had quite a lot of them.
So are you recognizing this pattern of who he goes after? It's all people that he had previous interactions with.
Right.
So if you want to predict his next move, maybe we just look at who he's had interactions with, you know?
Well, if you want to think about it that way, he coin flipped me and Alina the same day.
Yeah.
Right.
now
So
he
I
said
would
her
be
again.
the natural next one, right?
I don't know. You're different. He's wanting to corrupt you.
Right. Can you do that without talking to me though?
I mean, he could always get a hold of you, I guess, if he wanted to. You know something interesting that I don't notice. That I don't know if you notice about yourself.
Okay. Yeah,
Right
sure.
here. Should we turn right here or the next right?
Yeah, right.
You tend to you tend to somehow always end up leading the pack. So, like you say, I'm going to do it, and then you still like will go up ahead of me. See, but I knew my general way.
noticed it.
I think you just go on autopilot on.
I am.
Because that's definitely a term that was around. That's said. Yep. Just made it up.
Yeah, I don't know what it means.
It means like doing something without thinking about it.
Like you when you were doing anything?
No, I think you're confusing me with Matthew.
Take that.
Oh, nobody's here, huh? Maybe they're all at the stables.
I
Nice.
told Ollie about Cass being the godfather.
Ooh.
She did not like that.
Like I said, though, if you look at it from both sides of the coin there, she made Jolene the godmother, and Jolene and Matthew don't really see eye to eye either. So, if you look at it from both
Kinda
sides
true in
there...
what yeah.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna check my
Kinda-
telegrams.
Yeah, kind of true in there that it was a very healthy marriage they have.
Yeah.
I should
works
shut
for
the
them.
fuck up.
Okay, well, I don't know quite what to do now.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, let's go over to the stables or something. I need to make some cigars.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You enjoying your life so far here, Sherman?
Yeah, it's peaceful. It's quite alright.
Well, it's actually a very quiet day in Van Horn at the moment. It's the only reason it's peaceful, to be honest.
Oh,
Life
don't
in
have
Van
to worry about nothing.
Life in Van Horn is getting in shootouts every hour with the locals. Freaking love this horse.
Well, I guess it's the air here that somehow makes the locals get giddy up.
Yeah. I put this vest on so that way if I want to put my coat on, take the vest off, and it looks like the vest is unbuttoned there. Take the coat off, and like you're buttoning back up the vest. Oh no, I gotta freaking roll the sleeves back up. Oh, let me use this fire.
You're fine. I'm just sorting through something through my head there.
No, like, it won't let me use this fire. Actually, let's sit down here.
How was the payout?
It was the same fella that you sold to. He paid way too much.
Did he? How much?
600. I gave some to Sherman's to get him up off his feet.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I figured that's what we do, right?
That's what we do.
I'm gonna do a little bit of riding here. Oh Lord, see what we come up with here. Okay, hold on now. Need some inspiration here.
So I was gonna ask, who was this family Sherman was with?
Sherman, do you want to talk about it?
I mean,
No,
real
I
curious there.
I'm a bit in my head over here.
Okay, well, let's just talk me and you, Charlie.
So basically, there's this family back out west who were basically doing what we're doing right now. One of the people was the governor of a town.
Right.
And then he had a sister that owned a saloon in said town, and then he had a brother that he had a big old family. I mean, they were interchangeable. Like every week, some new member of the family would pop up.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but they basically ran that town. And Sherman here was actually the protector of this person. His name is Michael Lynn.
What kind of man was he?
Very stressed out, man. He had a lot of responsibilities. He liked
being
to
a
he liked
politician,
to
that's it.
he liked to fall back on the drink a bit. He got too stressed out. Had multiple people coming after him in multiple different times.
You know why that was?
Just because it honestly just a power struggle, basically.
Hmm.
One group
Does it
wouldn't
have
like.
any relation with Ollie losing her eye?
No, I wasn't there when that happened. Unfortunately. No, I was
I'm
in
just
Mexico
asking.
when that happened. Yeah, no, that wasn't it. I believe he had a good standing with Cass at one point. Wait a second, hold on. Michael Lynn was actually, I think, the mayor. Yeah, somebody else was governor. Oh, remember Billy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he was
talked
governor.
about being and having a second in command there as well.
Yeah, he was the governor. Michael Lynn was the mayor. Or the lieutenant. No, what?
Lieutenant governor sounds right.
Yeah, lieutenant governor.
I think I've heard that.
This
in
is why I don't
some
mess with
meetings.
politics. There's just too many titles.
You know, I happen to agree with you.
There's just too many titles. It's too much. I don't know. It's just too much.
You're right. It should be more simple.
Yeah.
And I think that being former mayor and all, again, I didn't really deal with the big fish as you were so-called the governors and all that. Like, I talked to them every once in a while, but it wasn't a big thing. Like, we were a small town. I didn't really give two shits about where we were and who we were. My opinion, these people, when they get to that kind of level, are overcharged with corruption. Huckabee is actually one of the few I've seen who actually generally seems to be wanting to do something good.
Yeah, Michael didn't seem to be corrupt in my eyes. I mean, a lot of his family ended up working in the same town, so you could argue maybe they got jobs there because of him, but doesn't really matter though.
Yeah,
Nobody
I don't really
was...
get all that stressed out, so I'm a pretty calm person given any situation. I get annoyed, but
yeah,
I can understand if you're a governor or lieutenant governor, wherever the fuck, it can stress you out, but I don't know. I'm just curious, that's all, since it came to be there.
Since what?
Since you guys are sort of connecting, you know.
Yeah.
I know when
No, we didn't know.
these
We
guys come
didn't.
around, they usually have done something bad, so.
I don't know of anything bad he's done. I mean, we weren't super. It's not like we were super close or anything. We knew of each other. Like I said, Ollie did more work with that family than I did. It's around the time that she was deputy mayor of a neighboring town. So there was a lot of meetings and stuff between Michael and her and things like that. I kept my nose clean. I hate politics. I kept my nose clean from all of it.
Well, good on you.
And now here I am, a committee and one of the committee members and one of the chairmen of Van Horn.
Come on, it's so basic politics. We ain't doing nothing about any sorts of politics right now.
Yeah.
We're not writing fucking constitutions, are we?
Sheesh. We better not.
Northtown ordinances. I actually thought about writing one, but it kind of makes sense that we don't have one, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we have one town ordinance. It's called Have Common Sense.
Right. That's kind of the way I'm thinking about it, too. Like, we shouldn't really just push out those kind of documents because we're just a small town.
Yeah.
Two businesses. Never mind. Adios, boys. Give me a proper scare.
You're telling me.
I didn't try and scare you off, boys, but you know
what happened.
He can tell you. I can't remember anything.
All right, so Clint came rolling up here, said, "My horse is dead."
Right.
All right, and both our horses were inside dead, and I heard him out back talking to somebody, and I didn't hear the other person's voice. But then when I walked out the barn, you know, Clint's face was blown off. So I saw the perpetrator jumping over the fence, and I shot him. I got him twice. He was wearing a long coat. You know, that's all I saw because I saw the back of him. And once I made it over the fence, there was no body. The body disappeared.
Disappeared.
Oh
You
yeah.
downed him and he disappeared.
Yeah.
Did you get his numbers and a memory?
No, nothing. I couldn't get to him. Nothing.
Well, if you had a memory, we could have dealt with it, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Which
somewhat of
fence?
a flashback. I have somewhat of a flashback where he had a red mask on, and he didn't say nothing at all.
So you have a memory of it.
Not like of the eyeball variety. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you don't actually. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna tell you to go make a thing there.
Me and the governor
Alright, I wanna
have been
do
talking all
something.
day. They're probably tired of hearing me.
Well,
Been
I'll
having
tell
headache
you right
problems.
now. If you got shot, they have something of you getting shot.
Oh, they do?
They do. So if you can make one anyways, if he just disappeared. Did he
Yeah.
say anything to you?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
When I came around and seen my horse, I said, "What the hell?" And I seen him running around back, over yonder. Well, not there. Over by your
Okay.
barrel, over your barrels over yonder, in the stall. And
Yeah.
I said, "Hey, what are you doing around here? What's going on with my horse being shot?" And he tried to climb the fence, but he accidentally rolled over. And when he rolled over, I guess he pulled his pistol out, and I pulled mine out. We had a little bit of a shootout. I got shot in the head, I guess. And then good old Clayton here finished him off.
Well, where did he lie off? Do you know where?
Oh yeah.
Give me 1 second. I'm looking for. Oh. Mm-mm. I really don't have an idea for a poem. Yeah, no, I don't really have an idea for anything. Yeah, I really don't have any idea for anything. Wait a second. Wait a second. Maybe I can find like Charlie's favorite poet or something from this time period.
Those boys are getting into trouble.
Oh.
Whoever just somebody had popped after getting shot.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I have an idea who it might be. And I think if I'm right about this, they're getting deported.
Oof.
So I told them how to do it and how to go about it, basically.
Ah, my head. Head pop, head pop, head pop, head pop, head pop, head pop. And now my dog's barking. Uh, all right. Yeah, there isn't a whole lot of stuff going on right now in the server. So what I'm thinking is maybe what the frick? Hold on. Brandon, come here.
Sure. What's going on? Huh?
Somebody left a message on the stables.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. I think it's pretty obvious who was here. Sammy. Go ahead and get rid of that. I know. Give me 1 second, guys. Go help my grandma real quick.
I'm heading enough to Annisburg.
$43. Yeesh.
Is everything alright, Charlie? I just heard an arrow.
Yeah, they're hunting or something over there.
Oh.
I need to talk to Clayton anyways. Hey,
Howdy,
Clint.
howdy. Yes, sir.
The fella that you got into an altercation with, was he standing in the stables? Did you find him in the stables?
He ran out the back of the stables, and I confronted him over here by your wagon back there behind you. I can show you real quick. So I was out front up there, in front of those sandbags, and I seen somebody running over here. So by the time I got back here, he was right here in this corner. He turned and looked at me, didn't say anything. And I said, hey, you know anything about these dead horses? And he pulled his pistol. So when he pulled his pistol, I quick drawed and we got a little bit of a shootout. He never said the first thing to me.
Okay.
And then
So
I
he was
did notice he had a red mask. He was right here. He kept trying to climb over this
a
fence.
red
He kept
mask.
messing up. Yeah, he
Could you
kept
tell
trying
if
to
he
climb
had
the.
long or short hair?
I'm gonna say he may have had long hair. I don't know because it was kind of showing through the mask. But it was like a brown or maybe a green coat. But I don't know.
Did you put a ticket in?
I did.
Okay. What I'm thinking is, I think I know who it was. I think it was this. I think it might have been this Sammy fella in Van Horn.
Hey, does he ride a Palomino?
He rides a, no, I thought he rode a Breton.
It's like a blonde horse with a white tail.
No.
That's what kind of horse was out here. We assumed was his.
Don't
It
know.
had a yellow lantern wrapped hanging from his neck.
Well, there was a message left. That's Sherman. There was a message left in the saloon there that said the end is coming or something of the sort.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I can think of there is Sammy, because he might still be mad that I pistol whipped him yesterday.
Well, he killed everybody's horse that was up here. Mine, Clayton's, and then there was somebody else's horse that was up here. They were all laying dead inside the stable.
And apparently Captain Atticus, somebody...
Come with me here for a second.
Okay.
Apparently Captain Atticus, somebody put a sign in the stable saying the end is coming, shot the horses, and then tried to get out. And tried to escape, but Clint Westwood over there saw him and confronted him about it. The fellow didn't say anything to him, but he drew his pistol, and so Clint tried to quick draw him, and they ended up with a shootout. And then Clayton...
So you be down in the mud.
Yeah, and he conveniently... Well, Clayton, Clint's friend, finished him off. But whenever he went over to the body, he wasn't there anymore. So...
Why do you be thinking it'd be Sammy?
Because Sammy has some... I assume Sammy probably has some type of grief with me. Because I knocked him out yesterday because he was being a fool.
Well, he be having beef with Numbness as well.
I know. I'm sure he's went back to the mains and cried like a little baby too.
He's
Sounds
gone
like the
back.
same.
He left Van Horn and went back.
Nah, I'm sure he probably has. I mean, he flips sides like you flip a pancake or whatever. Or when you make toast and you flip it. Yeah, that's how much he flips sides.
This fella used to be friends of yours.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. I wouldn't say necessarily friends, but somebody trying to be a part of our community of Van Horn.
Well, looks like he made his true colors known.
Yeah. Well.
And for a fella to shoot down horses, shit. I mean, I ain't no saint myself, but
I'm not.
Yeah, he murdered them
be a
cold
bit
blood.
personal.
They was.
I don't
tied
know.
up. He
I
walked
don't know
into
if it
the
was
stable
him
and
for
just
sure,
stacked
but
them up right there in the middle of the stable.
I don't know if it's him for sure. But to leave a message inside the stable saying the end is coming or whatever, it's somebody that obviously knows us, and the only person I could think that would have any beef with me would be Sammy, and he knows I work here.
Well,
So
do
I
we
mean,
be kidnapping the lad and taking him into the woods?
if you can find him, he changes his look too. The
He
fellow
no
that
longer a blonde.
he wasn't a blonde originally, and Clint said it looked like he had long hair. I don't know.
He turned himself to look like PJ.
He was wearing either brown or maybe a green trench coat and a red mask, and it might have even been a bowl cap like old Charlie here's got, but it was a different color one. Oh, there goes Satan right there. The man himself that took care of him.
You haven't heard anything back from the government, have you?
I have not.
Okay. Hey, Clayton.
Howdy.
Quick question.
Yeah.
The fellow that was over here that you shot down, do you know what he was wearing?
All I saw, because it was dark, all I saw was his trench coat as he was jumping over the fence behind this wagon.
Could you tell if he had long or short hair?
I couldn't see that.
Okay.
Now,
Well, somebody
when I got
left.
to the fence, he
yeah.
disappeared.
Somebody left a message inside the stable, saying
Oh.
the end is coming.
Oh.
And so I had I have a feeling I know who it was, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I didn't get to see him. He was running away. I didn't see any facial features. I didn't see his hair. I just saw the trench coat. I put 2 rounds in him. He went down, and by the time I got to the fence, there was nobody.
Oh.
There he goes.
I'm about to go do the same, Charlie. I'll see you
Yeah,
later on.
I'm about to probably head out. I'm not sure when everybody else is coming through.
Y'all take care now.
Alright.
Yeah, it's been kind of quiet. I might just take the rest of the evening to relax a little bit.
I'll be seeing you later. I'll stay here with him until he wakes up.
I want to see. I don't know where Braden went. Do you know what direction Braden went? Did you
I didn't see him.
Not sure.
Well, yeah, I might call it a night there. I'm just gonna relax for the rest of the evening.
Well, I'll be bringing Mr. Bailey, our butcher here, to be speaking to you about a security job.
Oh,
Not
okay.
sure if he'd be hired or not.
I have 2 potential people that I've 2 potential hires. I can speak to them real quick. Yeah.
All right.
Are
I'll be seeing you
you
back in
here?
Van Horn, there, butcher.
Well, I think
Right.
Brandon
Yeah.
just pulled up.
Yeah, I saw him.
All right. Well,
I
I'm gonna
s-
go back to farming.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's run through some questions for you.
Right.
As security, what do you think our first goal should be if somebody were to come into town causing issues?
Well, personally, I'd look to make sure everyone who can't defend themselves is all right before you start shooting up a storm, you know. Especially here in this town of Van Horn, you know. I've noticed we got a lot of ladies here, so I ain't
Yeah.
saying none of them can't use a gun, but want to make sure the dames are protected. And of course, the rest of the local citizens who don't really like guns.
That's a good answer. I think also it's very important that we try not to resort to violence right away. Try to
course.
de-escalate the situation first. Maybe if someone's, for instance, if someone's messing with the locals, tell them that, give them a warning, stop messing with the locals, so there's going to be an issue. If they keep on going, then just tell them that if they continue, or this for the second chance, the second strike, if they keep on going after you warn them, just tell them that
Where's Captain?
he went back to Van Horn.
Okay.
I'm talking to
I
this
put up a
fella.
pinboard, letting him know the fuck up from the stable.
Okay. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not 100% sure it was Sammy, but I couldn't think of anybody else who it would be.
Oh, I just didn't say Sammy. I said
Oh, okay.
whoever shot a few horses, shot a friend and customer. Make yourself known and talk to me privately instead of leaving fucking notes.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you rolled back, because I was going to tell you I'm probably going to head to bed after I talk to this fella.
Okay.
Yeah,
Probably
it's kind of quiet. I just kind of want to relax a little bit.
Yeah, no, I get you. Probably want to do the same.
Yeah. Alright, anyways, back to what I was saying. Captain did go to Van Horn, I think, if you were looking for him.
I'm gonna go just chat with him a little.
So yeah, we want to try to de-escalate the situation. So if somebody is doing something that they shouldn't be doing, or that we don't want them doing, that we don't want them to do in Van Horn, we'll just be like, hey, knock it off. There's going to be some issues if you don't stop what you're doing. If they don't listen, they do it again. Gonna, ask them, just say, hey, we told you not to do this. Now we need you to leave Van Horn.
Right.
If they still don't listen, then we might have to, do a
little more
little
forceful,
drag,
right?
do a little bit, maybe tie him up and drag him out of the city or
Yeah.
the town. But so yeah, that's the first thing. We always want to try to de-escalate the situation. We try to be respectful with our people. We try not to resort to violence all the time. We don't want to be known for people who just shoot up people we don't like.
Of course.
Let's see. So if you had, let's say, a gang of people rode into town. Not too many, maybe 3 or 4. They're all wearing the same colors. It's pretty obvious that they are a gang.
Of course.
They come in. They don't seem like they're going to, they don't seem like they're causing trouble yet, but they're making the presence known. Making sure everybody knows they're there. What would
Right.
be your first instinct with that group?
Well, first things first, keep a watchful eye. Watch their hands,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big reader of body language. If a fella looks, nice and tense, you can tell he's about to do something. Now, if the fellas look, relaxed, like they're looking for conversation or something, well, let them be. But you never take your eyes off 'em, 'cause people can be deceiving. The moment you open your arms, put a knife in your gut.
Yeah. Yeah, that is totally agree with that answer. I'm much like you. I don't unless I know you pretty well, I'm always watching to see if you're going to be doing something that I don't like or seeing if you're up to something.
Of course.
For people that I don't know coming into the Van Horn, I'm always expecting them to try something.
I'm a man of war. Trust me, I understand.
Yeah.
Being observant is key to survival.
Mm. We had a group come in not a couple days ago they were wearing all green. It was just 3 of them, but they were hanging around the city and stuff. They didn't get up to no trouble or anything, but I made sure to keep an eye on them, see what they were doing, try to overhear any conversations they were having, if they were trying to talk in private.
Of course.
And the thing with Van Horn also, it's before we moved into Van Horn, the 3 groups that inhabit it now. Van Horn is basically made up of 3 different families. And we have a committee. I'm a committee member and one of the chairmen of Van Horn. And me and a good friend of mine, Loki, are trying to build up the security company. And before we all moved into Van Horn, it was basically a playground for any criminal to come in and rob the store, sell anything they want to the locals. So right now, we're trying to let people know, make sure people know that this place is inhabited. You're not going to get away. It's not just a playground anymore. So, I'm always on the lookout. If people are riding in that I don't recognize that are at the general store, I'm just assuming that they're going to try to rob the store. So I'm always watching to see how they're approaching the store, see what they're doing, see if they have masks on, I'm always watching people I don't recognize in town. And that's something you're going to have to do in your security. You always need to have a lookout for what's going on.
Have to.
Yeah.
I agree with you there, partner.
And let's see. If, for instance, somebody was robbing the general store and they had a hostage, we've been given permission by law before that we can de-escalate a situation. If the law's not there, if someone's robbing the store, we have permission to de-escalate it. Now, how would you approach that if somebody was robbing the general store and they had a hostage?
Well, most important thing is make sure that hostage gets out alive, unscathed.
Yeah.
So, at first, I guess you would do like any lawman would. try to negotiate. And if words don't work and they want to get aggressive, honestly, just let the fella do what he's got to do. Let him rob the store, cause life is more important than property. But once you got that hostage, nice and safe, that's when you can begin to pursue, take back what's rightfully ours here in Van Horn. You ain't just robbing the store, you're robbing us all.
And that's a good point. Yeah, trying to get the money back for sure.
But of course, nothing is more important than hostage life. So
Yeah,
if
see,
the
that's
fella gets
where.
away, then the fella gets away. As long as the person
Yeah.
that was hostage is okay.
Yeah, that's kind of my standpoint on it. I ain't a lawman, okay? I'm definitely, I'm on the other side of the law. I'm, an outlaw for life, that
Of
kind of
course,
person.
fella.
So to me, I don't care what you do in that store as long as you leave that hostage alone. You can rob the place, I don't care. Just leave the hostage alone, And that's how I've been negotiating. It's like, listen, fellas, I don't care what you're doing in there. I just want that hostage safe. So as long as you don't do anything to that hostage, I ain't going to do anything to you. I ain't the law. Now, it might be a little different if I end up getting one of these bounty hunt licenses that I'm trying to work with. Because then I think I believe bounty hunters have the power to arrest people. So if I can get some, if I had the power to arrest people, it might be a little different. But I can't arrest them anyways, so all I care about is making sure whoever they have hostage is safe. And then after that, I couldn't care less what they do.
Of course.
We'll make the money back up somehow. But how good of a shot
Yeah.
do you think you are?
Well, I'll be honest with you. Right now, with this double barrel shotgun right here, I can hit a shot. Fortunately, it's got to be pretty close.
Yeah, you not have a long arm, like a repeater?
Not yet. Oh, still kind of working around getting some money.
Are you relatively new?
Not quite. I've been in the county a while. It was going good for a bit, and then don't know. Things just kind of happened, and all my money went gone. Let's just say that had to leave everything behind.
Yeah.
It was my material and my life, and of course I'm gonna value my life more.
Yeah, see. I get you.
But I am a retired Buffalo soldier, so I can hit a shot if I need to.
Yeah, we do not have any issues with any gangs or anything yet, as far as I know. Not on our end, at least. But if we do end up getting issues with them, push comes to shove, it may end up in a dangerous situation. But also, we get into a lot of shootouts with locals because they get ornery, or people like to come and mess with them.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
actually
easier.
why I've got these scars here on my torso. Got to go see a doctor about it. The unlicensed doctor patched me up, and those locals shot me up, but you ain't really do too much of a good job,
Yeah. And yeah, so it's always easier just if we can deal with the locals quick and easy, it's always good. A little bit of a tip too, try to whenever that happens, try to stay in one area, don't go running around. It tends to lead to more headaches. Maybe try to get cover somewhere and shoot from cover. Not saying you won't get a headache that way, but it might limit your chances. But other than that, you seem like you have a pretty good head on your shoulders and stuff. It's not solely up to me though. So I will have to talk to Loki.
Of course.
I will take your name down in your telegram. I do need that.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Go for it. What's your name? What was the name, fella?
Name's William Butcher. You can just call me Butcher.
Yeah, okay. Then what's the telegram?
I've got an issue with my PO box. Apparently, I have 5 numbers in it, so can only
5
send out.
numbers.
Yeah, can only send out mail. Can't receive it. Have to talk to the government about it.
Yeah, definitely want to put in a ticket there ASAP. I'll tell you what. Put in the contact locator there, in the newspaper. Put in a dot for me. I'll get in contact with you that way. Maybe, possibly.
I put it there in the Van Horn newspaper.
Van Horn newspaper. Wait, what?
Are you in the newspaper
Oh,
called
I
The
see you.
Tribe?
I see you. I see you. I see you. Yeah, there we go. I got you. Okay, there we go. So I can get in contact with you that way until you get your PO fixed.
All right.
But I'll let you know. I'm coming up with the roster of people right now. I'm not sure. I need to talk to Cass. Have you met Cass yet?
I have.
I need to talk to Cass about how many people he thinks a good number. Because right now,
Right.
I'm waiting.
That didn't sound too good.
It's probably hunting him. Probably hunting something. Because right now we're sitting at, let me think. 1, 2, 3, 5. If all the people that I've talked to get hired, it'll be 6 people, including us main security. That's Brayden over there. But that's all the questions I have. Maybe have you met Loki?
No, I've heard of her though.
So Captain will be able to point you to Loki if she's around. But she has red hair. She's kind of short.
Right.
She's married to the Dr. George, who also has red hair and red beard. So you might see her around. Captain will be able to point you out to her if she's around. But other than that, I don't have any questions for you. You seem like you'd be a good fit. I'll probably go into more detail whenever I get a set list of people that we're probably going to hire. I may sit down one day and have a meeting with all of us, come up with some rules for security. Some of the besides obviously, what will probably happen is you'll probably get paid anytime you're specifically watching the saloon. So anytime where there's people inhabiting Van Horn in the saloon, and there's no security, and you want to do security, just come ask me or ask Loki or.
Do you know what the
Rosie
law
or-
accused me of?
What?
Hiding McKnight.
What in the world?
Uh-huh.
McKnight.
Yeah.
How?
Even I know
Preacher
that.
man. Preacher man.
Why would you be hiding them?
Oh,
And
that's
where
why
would
I
they get
told
that
them.
information?
Well, I got some information back. We traded information. I gave him his common information like like his PO box and all that.
Yeah.
A little bit here and there. I can't really recall what I gave.
But like, why? Like, what made him think you were hiding him?
Because he's been spotted around Van Horn before. That's
Oh.
what they thought. And I told them if he comes here, he's dead. So.
Yeah. You know, the person that shut out your eye. Yeah, you're hiding him. You're best friends now.
No, that's why he figured. He didn't know about that part, so he apologized.
Yeah.
But he told me that the camp at the Legion Pool is still active.
Interesting.
Want to go right in there?
I'm about to head to bed, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe
I'll
tomorrow.
ride with you if you need
yeah,
to, fella.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Want to check it out before I head to bed. Because if
Right,
there's
well,
anybody there, he's
It's good meeting you, feller. Appreciate you talking to me.
I'll tell you real quick what I would expect from security, even if you're not on duty, is all I ask is you don't have to hang around Van Horn when it like the 24/7 when you're awake. If you're not on duty, all I ask is that you just swing by every now and then, make sure nothing's going on.
Right.
That's just
Sounds
something
fair
that
enough to me.
that's just something that I expect the security to do, because I expect
Yep.
them to care about the town.
Let me
That's fair
ask
enough.
that fella down farming too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna head out.
All right,
But,
fella. You have yourself a good evening.
Yep, I'll get in contact with you. All right. All right. With that being said, I think I'm gonna take the rest of the evening just to relax a bit. But until next time, I will see you all later.